Hello, hello, hello. Oops. Hopefully I fixed that. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, echo, echo, echo. Hello. I am doing J is for Junk Journal, part of the April ABC. And sorry, J is for just junk, even part of the April ABC. I'm doing it live just because I left it too late to make a video and edit it. So I thought, might as well go live. So yes, I'm going to try and make a journal today, just using junk. So I've gathered some stuff and I've got a few bits here in front of me. Scraps of wrapping paper, and I'm sure we've all got scraps of wrapping paper. If you haven't saved them, why not? Scraps of wrapping paper that you just, well, you're trimming down to make a present, and you end up with bits left over. So scraps of wrapping paper, tissue paper that's used in packing. I've got the white one here, and I've got some blue as well. Tissue paper. Junk mail that comes through the letterbox, no matter how many times you tell them you don't want it. We've got a local election coming up, so yeah, they want me to vote. But all sorts, you know, yeah. I mean, I made stuff that I really should have got rid of. Bloom Health Hospital. Ooh. Private hospital. No, won't be doing that. We have the NHS for a reason. Envelopes. So I picked these up particularly because I like this long window in this one. And then I've got more envelopes. If you're anything like me, you just rip the envelope open and you end up with this really jaggy edge. Can we work with it? Yes, we can. If you want to not have jaggy edges, we're going to play around opening an envelope or two in a bit. More junk mail. Some of it I won't use just because it's really thin paper, so that won't be getting used. But stuff like this where it's like thicker and quite sturdy, definitely use. But yeah, we've all got junk envelopes, junk mail. Oh, things. Packaging. So this is like some packaging from my phone, and I've got some more packaging over there. Magazines. So I've just got a load of loose pages from magazines I've cut up already. That's more packaging. That's really nice, actually. Really nice paper, that one. So we'll definitely be using that. But yeah, magazines, you can cut out pictures from them. Oh, beautiful bird. I've done some prep work already, so I won't be using these pages. But I've cut out some bits already. These are just gardening magazines, but any magazines, you can find pictures in any magazines. So there's some really pretty pictures in here. But when I was looking through, I decided a style I wanted for this. So I've already cut out which ones I could find. Just going through a few magazines. So let's move them out of the way. Don't need them. But just an example of what the sort of things we'll be using. So, and this is more packaging paper. I can't remember what came in this, but it's packaging paper. And this is packaging paper from like an Amazon delivery. You know, they use this instead of bubble wrap nowadays. So we'll definitely be using that. Cereal box. Cereal box is a really good thing to use, and I'm definitely using this for my cover. What else have I got? I think that is pretty much it. This is the other thing I'm going to use for my cover. So it's, I bought a few buckets of plants, cans of compost and seeds years ago, years and years ago. And I just thought I really like the fun of this. And I'm going for quite a floral theme in this project. So you'll see a little bit of floral, a little bit of flowers. But I'm going to use this in the cover. This is really thick. But I'm probably going to only cut this strip out here, and that wouldn't be big enough for a cover, I don't think. So I'm going to have to cut it up, and that's why I'm going to use the cornflake box. Okay, so let's set that aside for the moment. The only other thing I'm going to be using that isn't junk is a pair of scissors. You do not need jumbo scissors like me. I like using jumbo scissors. I don't know. I just do. And glue. Some decent glue. You can use a decent glue stick. I'm using my fabric glue because this is so cheap and it works pretty much the same as some of the more expensive brand craft glues that people buy. It just takes a little bit longer to dry. Yes, I'm just using cheap fabric glue. So this pot was only £2. And I may use, we'll see. These are not junk, obviously. Some kids' felt tip pens. Nothing special, 99p. If you've got kids, you've probably got some of these lying around. Possibly some colouring pencils. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, some kids' felt tip pens and some kids' colouring pencils. But I mean, I did go out and buy these because, you know, I didn't. The only ones I had lying around were dead. But yeah, some kids' colouring pencils that I possibly will use. I'm not sure yet. So let's start with the cover, and I don't want it to be a massive book. So I'm just going to cut out the rectangle. Let me turn it this way. So hopefully you'll see it all. The big rectangle that is the main part of the box here. I've already cut off the back rectangle, which is why I've only got the front rectangle. But don't throw away the bits you cut off. They can be used in other parts of the project. So I'm just going to cut off that rectangle. And I know it's not all on camera. I can't seem to get my camera to go any higher without it losing balance. So I'm not using like a knife or ruler, so there's not going to be straight edges because I can't cut a straight line with scissors. But it doesn't matter. See, look, really bad. I'll trim that back down in a minute. Let's just cut the bulb off. As I know you can't see everything I'm doing on camera. I need a stand that goes higher than the one I've got at the moment. So if I try to make that any higher, and it's propped up, it's not even attached to my desk at the moment, it's propped up on something else. It seems to have lost some of its rigidity and it's wobbled. And yeah, I'm cutting this roughly now because I'm going to trim it up once I've got rid of the bulb. Oh, I've obviously cut this at some point with something else, so I'm going to have to cut that along there now. I don't know why I did that. Bizarre. Right, I'm just going to trim along that line. It's not going to be a massive book, obviously, because I'm losing a good half an inch that I planned on having as part of it because of that where I cut there by mistake. Look, hey ho, it is what it is. Now that I've cut the bulk off, I can trim it neater. I hope you can hear me okay. Can you hear me okay? There's no one in the chat to tell me if they can hear me okay, so we'll just hope. Right, oh, I need to cut along there anyway, don't I? Get rid of where I accidentally sliced through it at some point. I probably had it underneath something when I was slicing on a different project. I'll just trim off this bit here now. You'd think with this straight line available for me to cut along, I'd be able to cut straight. No. No. Not at all. Okay, so we now know this is going to be the size of the cover. And I want a slight, what do you call it? Spine. So what I'm going to do is going to fold this over and not quite go to the edge. So I'm going to leave a little bit like so. I'm not going quite to the edge. Oh, there's a bit of a rough edge there. Let's get rid of that. Let's move you out of the way. I'm having an avalanche go on next to me. I just noticed that's a bit rough there, so let's get rid of that rough. Come on. Ooh. I'm making it worse, I think. Okay, so just going to not go quite to the edge, just leaving a little bit. And clearly that's not straight. But it's fine, it will do. It will do. And then push it down. This is me creating a spine. I probably should have scored this, but like I said, we're not using any special equipment today, so. Okay, and then I know that I've got that much of a spine that I want to do. So what I do is I'll now go the other way and fold it roughly to the same place. Oh, slidey, slidey, slidey. Should probably have done it the other way around. Roughly to the same place. Stay still. Okay. So now pushing this down. And now what I do is go like that. And you can see I've got a spine. Hopefully you can see. Yes, you see the spine. Well, where does my, I don't know what part of my mat gets onto frame. I'm just looking on the camera now. Huh, okay. A lot less than my mat than I thought. Okay, cool. So just the top half of my mat. I've used the top half of my mat. Awesome. Remember that. So, is it perfect? No, but it will do. Okay, cool. So the next thing we are doing is, I'm not worried about covering the inside, and I'll show you why. But I want to do something on the outside. And like I said, I'm going to use this here, the strip of this. So let's get that strip cut off. Let's get rid of this excess first of all. The stuff I don't need. I quite like the curve. I don't know if I want to keep that. So let's just go cutting along. There we go. Oh. Then cutting along the top as well. You can use any scissors, you don't need to use these jumbo ones. These actually wallpaper scissors, but they're really tough and hard working on me, and I love them. Okay, so I think I want trying to decide whether to just have it on the front. I might just have it on the front. So therefore I need to decide what part of it I want. I'm thinking that there, so the middle bit there. So I'm just going to take, I'm going to take this pencil. It's a colouring pencil, but it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to mark it where I need to cut. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I should have done that on both back, top and bottom, and then hopefully I'll get a straightest line. Probably won't. I don't like it. There we go. So that will go in the centre like that. It's a little bit long, so I'm going to have to trim off a little bit. Yeah, just take a trim off. I can actually see I missed the mark, that's why. That better? That's better. Okay, so I'll pop that to one side for a moment. Now I need to cover behind. So what can I use to cover behind that will work really well with that? And I am limited as to what I've got here because it is literally what I've got. You know, whatever I've got, I could. Well, that'll be a bit too much, I think. Moving some stuff out of the way that I don't need right now. Got my brown paper, that's going to be my pages. I'm going to find something pretty to cover it with. I'm quite limited. I could use tissue paper behind. Yeah, I think I might do that. I don't know if we use a blue one. I might use the white one. That's the white one. Okay. I think this came out of a pair of shoes. So I'll still be able to see the fit beige slightly thick, but I think it'll be fine. So let me open this out. I had a pin, I don't know what that was. I'll open this out. Sorry about the cough. One of these magazine pages that I'm not using, let's put underneath. She says. Oh. Put that underneath. And that way if I get glue all over everything, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. So I'm just going to spread glue all over. Just putting it on roughly at the moment. We'll need to make sure it's on the spine as well. Just a bit of cardboard that a bit of the packaging that I cut up. And you can use it as a spreader and make sure it's all the way to the edges. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Place that on. Spread it out. I don't mind the wrinkles in it. I think the wrinkles give it character. Right, unstick the magazine paper from behind now. Oh. I didn't realise I put more than one piece underneath there. Unstick that. And then we will trim around it. Let's get rid of the bulk to start off with. Okay. Don't need you now. Because it's wet glue, you can see it's curling up like that, but you can put it underneath something and it will flatten it up. I'm leaving a little bit of an edge because then I can fold it over. Don't get rid of these bits of tissue that you're cutting off because they can be used elsewhere. Right, and what I'll do is I'll just cut off the corners. The glue is cut seeped out, you see. I've definitely put plenty of glue on there. Just going to cut off the corners. Might have cut them as it's known. Might of the corners. So you're going along, but not quite to the actual corner, if that makes sense. Yeah, glue stick probably would have been better for this, to be fair. I wouldn't be having this curling up that's going on at the moment. But we'll get that flat. I just put it underneath something to weigh it down while it's drying. Right, so I just want to put the bit of glue along the edges and fold over that paper. Please excuse my coughing. Not even coming out. Not really, no. Okay, should be enough on there. Yeah, should be enough. I'm going to fold that over. I'm not worried about covering this because we're going to be doing that when we bind in. Binding in with no needle, no holy tool, no string, nothing. Right. Before I put that away, I'm going to use it as a template for the first page. So I know what size the pages need to be. I'm going to get rid of this fluffy bit. Oh, got tissue stuck to me. Scissors. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to draw around it. I'm going to take it up to that neat edge there. I want it to just be slightly smaller than this anyway. So just doing that. One line there, one line there. I've done it away from this edge just because I didn't cut that neat. And one line there. And that will give me the size. I can barely see that line. Let's put that back in there so I can see it. Oh, okay, that's better. So this is going to be my template for my pages. And cut along that. Are they perfect? No, of course not. It's a new project. Keep remembering to bring it forward so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. And then we've got that line there. Just don't inside it because yes or not. Now if I fold that in half. Oh, I've just realised I actually probably want to cut these a bit shorter. Fold that in half. Like so. Get the cover. Fold it to the spine. I think I am going to have to cut this a little bit shorter. Go up to the spine. Yes, they're a little bit too long, so I need to cut a bit off at the end there. I think I should fold that straight at all. Didn't cut that straight at all. Let's cut that a little bit off there. And a little bit off this end. Let's see if that's going to work now. Yeah, it would look better if it was straight. But that will fit in. Okay, so it's given me an idea of the size of my pages now. What I'm going to do now is going to put this onto something heavy to flatten it out. She says, if she can find something heavy. Not particularly heavy, but it's heavier than it was. Right. So now, time to make some pages for inside. While that's drying. Actually, Before I do that, let's put the front on because that's going to have to dry as well. So there. Oh, make sure it's right way up. There we go. This is quite thick card, so it does need quite a bit of glue. Otherwise it's just gonna come unattached. My spreader. Oh, bit of tissue stuck to it. My spreader. Make sure the edges are covered. And then you'll place it roughly in the middle and away, just away from that fold. Just slightly away from that fold. There we go. Now I'll put that under something heavy to dry. Obviously. There we go. Cool. Pages. Let's cut some pages. Yeah, why not? Let's do some of this. Right, so these do not have to be the same width, but they do need to be the same height. So that's narrower, and then it's wider there. So what I can have is a folding. Let's get that straight. Or I could just refold it. So it is near to the same height, same width. Let's make it nearer to the same width. Because that's actually it's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. Just a little bit short. I'm fine with that. Let's straighten that fold on. Oh no, this was never cut in a straight line, so hey ho, that's what it is. Let's fold that in like so. So now I need to just adjust the height on it. And the height is there. So yeah, we've got 2 pages already. One with a flap. See what else I can use as a page. Use more of this brown stuff. This is what I've got the most of. Mark it there, and mark it there. And I think I can probably get We get 4 out of this bit of paper. Let's have a look. Definitely get 2 up there. I'm not worried about it being crumply. Yeah. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm marking it at the bottom here. Oh. As you can possibly see. Mark and mark. And then we can go across. Can I get oh, I'm going to lose a bit of a corner, I think, if I do that one. So I'm getting 3. I'm getting 3 out of this one. Cool. Start. I'm going to save myself some effort. Fold it in half like that. And then go up. Yay. I didn't fold that very well in here, but I can now. Fold it straighter. Just make sure that's about the right height where that line is, even though it's not. Oh, that's why, because I've moved that line. Oh, let's like fold it back to that line. Fold it back to that line. And theory, yeah, if I cut that edge off there, that'll be the same height. And then I'll fold where else you want it in, and look, that's not straight at all, but it doesn't matter. And somehow where I marked it was completely off. So there we go, 1, 2, do the other one on this one. Just that line there. For some reason I didn't mark it lengthwise, height-wise even. Just fold it. Just fold it. I'm not worried about this being perfect, remember? Hello TJ, how you doing? I'm making a junk journal out of nothing but junk. Because, I don't know, for some reason, that's not what happens with most junk journals. How's things going? How's your son doing? Is he enjoying his time at home? Are you enjoying his time at home? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want more than that, so let's see what other papers I've got that I can use. There's all the envelopes I bought. Oh, there's another one there. That's 6. No, I've got enough of my own junk. Have you not figured that one out? To put what's in your junk now. No, you can keep your junk. I'm sure I brought up some other envelopes and I can't find them. Let's move some of the stuff that I'm not using at this moment in time up. There's that one. Let's make. Let me just cut off the edges. You can cut that down to there to get rid of that white. Because I really like this inside page. Yep, that'll do height-wise. Oh, you're flying past mine at about 5 AM on an aeroplane. Or by train. Yeah. There's another page. How many pages is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'll do one more. I'm trying to find something a little bit different to what I've already got in there. I bought my envelopes up. I can't find any apart from the ones with the long slot that I want to keep. Oh, let's use this. It's slightly different. Used to with this paper bag. I've used greaseproof paper before. What I found with greaseproof paper, it's a little bit too slidey for my liking. It's slightly different. It's a slightly different shade of brown. Less grey brown. It's just a paper bag, and I think it has food in it or something because it's got grease marks on it. Takeaway of some sort. There we go. So we've got three that are a little bit different. So we'll alternate. That one. Another one of that one. That one. Another one of that one. Oh. I might need one more to even it out. Oh, that one's very good. Or is it? No, that's got the torn edge. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. I guess I'm having 4. So I need another one that's different. So let's have a look what I've got. I've got this. No, I'll do another one of this. Just because it's already here. Oh, I'll tell you what it is. It was a McDonald's bag. Oh, hang on. Yeah, McDonald's bag. I told you it had grease in it. McDonald's bag I've turned inside out. Maybe I won't use more of that. I'd like another envelope actually. Everyone downstairs. I've got so much junk mail downstairs. I'm sure I've got other envelopes. Use a tea bag when it's very dark up there. Yeah. I was having an errand about tea bagging. Yeah. Finding mail that's addressed to me and not to my son. Because most of the stuff that comes through my door belongs to my son, who doesn't live here. But hey, Right, let's cut off the edges again. I was hoping to find something with a different inside, but unfortunately, can't find one. Let me cut off that white edge again. And the height just below the window. I'm not worried about that. It's got the McDonald print on because I can cover it up. Oh, this is not straight at all. But it's fine. It is fine. There we go. You've got one of them sons as well, yeah? It's all, you owe us money, I think. I don't know, owe the money. He does. That, and that. 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 And that. There we go. We've got 2 signatures. I need to fold them properly. Let's fold them properly. Possibly straighten up the edges, but I doubt it. I'm not worried about the edges being skewy, she says. I'm a bit worried about that edge being a bit too skewy. It'll be over here. You can't see. I really need a camera mount that comes higher than the one I've got. Oh, yeah, you have the same problem. Yeah, for some reason they seem to get their finances out in your address, don't they? I don't know why, but they do, Right, yeah. I don't want your debts, mister. I think it doesn't help that he seems to move every 6 months. So, you know, it's not necessarily that he's got his finances out in my address. It's just, it's easier to trace him through my address. Okay. So that is the first signature made up. And this will be the second signature. Yeah. I think some of them might have been while it was living here. Not all of them. Definitely not all of them. Yay, pretty McDonald's, look at that. No, don't look at that. I'll cover it up. You won't ever know it was there. Well, that's not folded in half at all, is it? It's a little bit closer to being in half. There we go. Right. The next thing I'm going to do is bind the signatures together. And like I said, I'm not using any thread to do this. So, what I'm going to do is cut a very tiny slit on the edge. So I'm just taking a sliver off of the edge there, in the middle roughly. Like so. So you see I made a sliver. And now I need a bit of paper the same width as that sliver. Look at all them flies. I want one of the not too thick but not too thin ones. This one will do. So I want it roughly the same width as the sliver, just under. So what I can do is get my pencil, she says, I can mark it. I should have probably, but why don't I bring that to the edge? Bring that to the edge. I'll mark it like this. I can't remember who I saw this from. I just want it just inside there. Okay, and I want it about an inch. That's too much. Bring it down. Inch is more than enough. And then we fold it in half, like so. Now what we want to do is make the same width sliver on the other pages. So 1, 2, just mark it so I know where to cut the sliver. This page is a bit shorter, but it doesn't matter. There we go. So we'll take our scissors and we'll cut them from that mark to the other mark. Just a sliver. Like so. Last one in this thingy. Oh. Okay. And put them back in the positions you want them in. No, that's not like that. Right, that one, that one, that one in the middle. And that bit of paper that I just cut, so you go through there, through the next sliver, and go there. You can see. I can't even see. There we go. Look, look, miss. Go through. That's it. Through the next sliver. Oh, it's just come out of that first one now. I think I need to make that sliver a little bit longer. Just a fraction. There we go. One. Okay. Last one. I've got to go back through the first one as well because I pulled it out of the first one, but that's fine. And back through the first one. And then what we do is we glue this down inside here. Like so. Let that dry. So they're all together at the moment. Take this one and we'll do the same. So we've got the slivers. I think it's just me and TJ watching. I'm going to just do it this way to make sure I've got it. I see what the centre is. Not that it matters, it doesn't have to be central. And we'll do the same on this one. We'll cut a sliver off. Like that. Now we need to cut a bit of this paper again. It's the same, just under the width of the sliver. There we go. Mark it there. Ooh. And cut it down to about an inch. And fold it in half. Cool. So that's ready to go. Now I need to cut the other slivers. Pencil, where'd I put you? There you are. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure I was doing it right. Cut slivers. Cut slivers. That's what I was doing. Yeah, it is quite nifty. I can't remember how I saw it from. I think a couple of people I've seen do similar. But I just thought it was a good idea. I mean, obviously, if you've got a knife, you can do this, but I'm purposely doing it without any special equipment. And even not a knife and a ruler can be classed as special equipment. So, not to most of us, but to some of us. Where did I mark that one? Oh, there it is. Last one. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll put it through again. Through. Like so. Trying to think which order I want these in. That's going to be the front. Yeah. No, I'll make this one the front. And that's the reason I... There we go. Got it to go through this time. Get through, get through, get through. Oh, yep, you're through. That one through. Like so. I don't think you can see what I'm doing again. I'm off the screen. Should be up soon. So, got them all through, she says. Glue that down in the middle. Oh, I wonder if it was wobbly because it had come back out of that end. But you'll see in a minute. Right, so what I now do is I put glue on here. And you stick it to that one there. So I could do some quicker drying glue for this. You can more craft knives than dinner knives, yeah. Oh, I definitely have. Why has that come out? Oh, it hasn't. I'm just my pages just aren't straight. So leave that there for a minute. Let's see how my cover's doing. Whether it's dry enough and flat enough. Still slightly curled up, but it's fine. And then what we do is we glue that into there. That's not held. Why is that not held? Oh. Oops. Won't be right. Let that glue dry properly. Oh, I've got a proper tickle throat. Let me find my drink. She says. No, it's here. I brought it up. Where I put it, or where I buried it. Clearly, I'm not supposed to have it then, am I? Fine. I'll find it in a minute. Right, let that dry properly this time. How's the one on this one doing? Yeah, that needs drying properly as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to there. Oh. So let's cover this in glue. Oh, not all the way up to the spine. Don't want it on the spine. Should be enough. Spread it out. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. And then this one to the back. So there we have a bound journal. And that's just decorating it. And look, fully secure. Nothing's coming out. All glued in. So now it's time to decorate it. This is where the magazine pictures come in handy. I am going to find my drink though before I start doing that. There it is. I buried it under the brown paper. Oh yeah, it's just a bit of cardboard. It's just a bit of cardboard to spread it out. But yes, too much glue. I probably actually put too much glue on the outside, which is why it bowed. But then I was sticking tissue paper down, and I think you do need like the glue spread out fully on that one. But that's just tissue paper over a cereal box, and then another bit of cardboard decorative. It was. I'll see if I can show you the rest of it. It was from a flower bucket. It was the packaging from a flower bucket. And I just cut out a part from the front of it or the top of it. But yeah, just a bit of cardboard or a old credit card, or you know how you get them cards that come through the post that are fake credit cards? They're good as spreaders as well. But whatever's handy. I had cardboard here already, so I used that. So now this is my front. There's the inside and there's my front page. I don't really need to do anything there because it's already decorative. Possibly doesn't fit into the theme, but here you go, because the theme is sort of floral. So I can put that there, but I can turn this into a tuck spot. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get some more of the stiffer brown paper. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I remembered I did this on purpose. Remember I said about having the stiffer leaflets? these ones are a bit stiffer. Well, I can then glue that onto there and cut around it, and it gives you a nice stiff thing, a stiff thing. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. So glue that on first. I don't know where my glue sticks are, otherwise I would use them. I'll put this bit of brown paper underneath to spread it out. Oh, could you not see it? Can you see it now? I'll turn it that way round, you see it all. and there's the pages inside. Cool. Yeah, it's I said I need a camera that I can put up higher, because my stand, I've even propped it up on something, but because it's starting to lose its rigidity, that is a word, isn't it? Yes. It won't go upright anymore, so I need a new stand, a more rigid stand, and a taller stand. But at least this way you can't see all the mess around me. No one wants to see what my desk looks like at the moment. Where did I put my scissors? Yeah, I buried them. There we go. I'm just going to cut around that. That's actually quite handy to keep. I always end up looking it up on the website. That's what bins to put out on what days. There you go. There we go. So that one, cut that out, and I'll put it into that corner there. Just glue in here, just glue in here and here, and it will give me a nice little tuck spot. To a very thin line. So I'm gluing on the straight edges. That's right, gluing on the straight edges then. Into that corner, just off from the corner a little bit. And once that's dry, then can tuck things inside it. That's that page done. It's really that easy. Actually, I might add something up here. What can I add up there? I've got this other little blue flower. I'll put that up there. And I'm not going to mount that onto anything. I'm just going to put it on there as decoration. What's that? Thank you. Ooh. Very basic, but now I've got a little tuck spot there, so if I wanted to put something into it, I can. Now, what should I do on this page? What else have I got? When I was cutting through my magazine, I was looking for things that looked like they were drawn rather than. That's quite nice. Need to trim it down. That's quite nice, and that could make a nice tuck spot as well, or a nice pocket. And I'm going to use it as a pocket. Yeah, bring that down. Well, that's a straight edge there, so I want that straight edge there. That'll do. So I'll glue that on, and then I can I'm going to have to trim off that bit at the bottom, make that a bit more straight. I can do that. I'll tell you what, I'll do that now. Take off that bit there. You can't see what I'm doing again, I've just realised. Just straighten up this end, this bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it, so I'm giving myself a border in the corner. That didn't cut that straight. No, did not cut that straight at all. There we go. That's better. Not perfect, but it's better. Glue that down, and I'll go around, but I'm going to leave this border around the bottom of this side. You'd put that picture on the double page. I've already taken it off now. But I've got other ones. I've got other bigger ones that I can put on a double page. I'll show you. Oh, I do need to trim it down slightly, don't I? Still, yeah, I do. So trim it down. Take a bit off this end. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. So I glue that down. Glue it down, and then trim around it. So I'll glue it down. You can't see when I have it down there, and then I'll trim around it, leaving a slight border on the bottom and the top. Bottom and the side. Yep. Don't glue your gluey page to your spreader page. Oh, I don't. Talking random. So. Spread that out. Ooh. I guess that's spread out enough. Is now. Needs a little bit of glue underneath that point. Again, you can't see what I'm doing. Try and push out the wrinkles. Or at least flatten them down. And then we trim round. Get off me. Leaving an ever slight border, and I don't mind that there's going to be some writing, because by the time you've trimmed off, you won't see that it's writing. You'll just see it's little bits of white. And the reason I'm doing this is because I can, okay? Because I can. I don't know. There's no reason I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. I think it's so that I'm not having this paper as the edge. That needs a bit of glue there. There we go. Very good journal. So I'll put that in there, and I just glue down that side, and down that edge. It's in a cool pocket. Thin line. Like so. There you go. Once that's dry, I'm not going to try and put anything in it yet because I want it to dry. Right, so here's a centre one. You said I should put something cool in the centre one. Let's see, because I've got. Oh, so I can put that in the centre. I need to chop off that and get the look. I need to chop off quite a bit of it actually. Or that would look quite good in the centre. Yeah, I'm not actually losing any of that picture. Possibly not this page though. Let's go to the centre on this one. I think that's boring. Yes, it is. Oh, this is the McDonald's one. Oh, this is one I need to cover lots of. Okay, so maybe not. Go back to the black and white centre. See, I think with this one, I want to do something that covers up most of the white. Well, that covers up the whole page there, doesn't it? And that looks quite nice. I'll put that on that side, and it's covering up that black tape that we did. She said, I said I would put it in the Sven's bed. It's your channel. Yes, that looks nice too. Right. Yeah. So when I was choosing pictures from the magazine, I purposely picked things that looked like sketches, um, rather than photos. But I started off, I cut out a photo because I thought, oh, I like that. And then I started looking through and going, oh, I like these. I really like the garden plants. I think they're cool. So I then started looking at what was in there that was sketch-like. Can you remember? Can you remember as a kid at school, you used to have the plastic spreaders? I keep looking at them and thinking about buying them. But the only thing with them is they only spread like a bit that's like that wide at a time. Get off, don't need you, don't need you. Thank you. Where am I putting this one? In here. Open sesame. Oh, no. Go back to where you meant to be. Into the corner. There we go. And I think I'll just put something here on that edge and then have that done. And I think I have little bits that I cut out. She says. This says. No, that's not long enough. Maybe not. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, I could just stick a word on there, couldn't I? Does it matter that it's sideways? At last, I can be creative. I quite like that. Let's stick that on. Silicone spatula from Pound Job as a spreader. I guess so. Words are always good. Words are always good. I tried to find, because obviously it's a garden magazine, and a lot of the things was it's summer blooms, and I'm like, no. So I found some phrases that I thought fitted, that worked. So at last I can be creative. Works there. I'm gonna have to actually use some of these journals I'm making though. So I've got plain white there. I've got plain white there. Obviously I've got to cover up that there. But I could just simply put that. Yeah, why not? Just put that on. Just put that on. Don't have to have pockets in every page. Might need to put something there to cover that. No, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Something on the back here, and I think I'm gonna trim around them flowers and put them on there. And I might make, well, I'm going to make some tags and things to go inside as well. Oh, there's a bit of word still there. Down the bottom there or up there? I'll put it there. I'm going to put it there. Right. I need something on here. I think I want another pocket on here. And I think I might use that. Yeah, use that. Yep. Back it onto this. Try and get it straightened. That's certainly not straight. Look how crooked that is. We'll glue it on and then we can cut it. Trying to straighten it up a bit. Or make it more crooked, one or the other. Then I could pop that in the middle there. Yeah. So just across the bottom. Up one side, and up the other side. Put that in the middle-ish. Slightly lower, so it gives me more space to tuck things in at the top. There's a bit of theme, it's a bit of a garden theme going on in it. What can I do on this page? I think I need to pretty much cover this page as well. Have I got one of them already cut out? I've got that. No. I thought I'd cut some more out. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's pop that one down. What's stuck there? I've got something stuck. Oh. Okay. Oh. Right, so I could either leave that open as a flap like that, or I could make it a pocket. And I think I'm going to make it a pocket. So I just need to put a bit of glue on here and here. Just checking you can see what I'm pointing at. Glue on either side. Just a thin line. Stick it down. There we go. But now I want to put something here in the centre. No. No, 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 no. Actually, say no, 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 but I think I have an idea. There. I'm going to cut out. I'm going to cut out that circle. Or thereabouts. She says. Well, that ain't cut out a circle, is it? There's a reason people have circle punches, because that's what circles look like when trying to cut them yourself. They have pointy bits that you don't want. I'm going to stick that on there. And somewhere I have a tiny little robin. I've just got to find him. I've just got to find him. Or butterfly. I've got older. Let's do that tiny little butterfly. Hello, whatever. I'm not sure I'm an amazing craft woman. TJ in the chat is an amazing craft woman. I'm just a bodger. But I appreciate the sentiment. I'm not cutting around the antennae. I'm sorry, it's not happening. Oh. Need to go a bit closer there. Right, okay. So if I stick the butterfly to the middle of this circle and then stick, yeah, happy with that? Oh, TJ, can you sort that out for me, please? Oops, put too much on there. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for that, TJ. I'm going to put this here on the front notebook. I found the robin. I found the robin I was looking for. Maybe I'll put the robin up there in the corner. Just seeing how wrinkly that is on camera. You can see it more than I can. Not anything I can do about it now. It's not going to work. It might dry less wrinkly. Yeah, down there. I think down there's a better place. Getting sticky fingers. There we go. Little tiny robins down in the corner there. I know, water-based are always wrinkles. Like I said, we could be using Pritt Stick, but or glue stick. The glue sticks I've got are awful. I need to buy new ones because the glue sticks I bought are a little bit too cheap. And once they dry, everything falls off. So I need to get new glue sticks. So I need something there. I've got stuck something there already. Definitely need something there. Oh. Oh. Oops. Still got half the book to do yet, haven't I? Yeah, I have. Let's go back to here. I'm not worried about putting anything there. I'm going to put something there. If I trim that down. I've already got a tuck spot there though, haven't I? I don't need anything tuck spotty, do I? Yeah. Also, with the paper being quite thin that I'm sticking it on, it's the magazine paper that doesn't help with the wrinkling. Why have I not got that underneath? There we go. Where's my spready bit of cardboard? I buried it. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. So I'm on to the second signature now. No, so I've got the coloured pencils and I've also got cheap felt tips. So I said I've got some cheap felt tips, kiddie felt tips, and I've got some coloured pencils. And I might, I will use them, but I don't know how. Haven't figured out yet. What I should have done is, I still can, is given that an edge with the felt tips. I need to put some more glue on that because it's not stuck down. Look it go. Tuck something in there that's not going to. That'll do. Tuck that in there. And then I can use the pen to give that a highlighted edge. like so. I need to put a bit more glue in that corner there because it's not stuck down at the top. Yes, pens will be in the theme of sketching. Yes, they would. But I'm also not. But you're much better at sketching than I am, so. Hello, Casey. How you doing, darling? I'm working on a journal made of nothing but literally junk. Stuff that most people would throw in the bin. And it's for my what's it called? Oh, the ABC April thing. Should I put the butterfly on there? What do you reckon? You miss crafting with me? What do you reckon to the butterfly being there? Or shall I put it somewhere away from the other butterfly? No. Nope, you don't like that there. Where shall I put it? On this page? See what she says. So she said, no, 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 no. See, yeah, it's 50-50 in the chat. I know, but I'm more scared of you than I am of Dan. On the other flowers, back where I was, down here, those are not flowers, it's a roof. I mean, I've got, put it on there, put it on, I don't know where I'm putting it. I'll put the robin down there with it, where it says notebook. Or do you want me to put it actually on the flowers? I don't know, I don't like it on the flowers. I don't like it on the flowers. I quite like it opposite corner. I'm putting it on there. I've decided. I've made an executive decision. There you go. Yeah. Putting it up there. I know it's my journal, that's why it's my executive decision, mate. I'm halfway through. This is one that I'm going to have to struggle with. I've got to cover up the McDonald's writing. Do you know what I'm going to do though? Because I hate it. I'm going to try and straighten up that edge. Because look, Look how wobbly that is. Okay. Let's try and straighten it a little bit. Probably make it more wobbly, knowing me. Right, let's cover the McDonald's writing. No, she doesn't haunt my dreams. I've got other things haunting my dreams. No, he's talking about you being in my head, not the other way round, TJ. I just wake you up in the middle of the night, don't I, TJ? Put that there. I'm going to make that into a pocket, though. So, yep. Glue, 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 glue. I'm not sure whose head is worse to be lost in, mine or TJ's. I think possibly just slightly more TJ's at the moment. I don't think mine's as bad as it has been. And it's been pretty bad. I think TJ's is probably the worst maze to get lost in at the moment. Yeah, TJ's brain wouldn't be a nice place to get lost in, or mine wouldn't. I don't know. Both of ours wouldn't. I question myself every 2 minutes. It's not a good thing. And then I forget what I'm questioning myself about. So, you know. Yours is all about castle ramparts at the moment. Is that because you've got your barriers up? Or because you've been looking at castles? Talk about, I really want to start a new project. I need to get out, you know, because I'm getting fat. And I want to do about like going to places in Milton Keynes, looking at what they look like now, and then talking about the history of them. Some of it has got some amazing history still standing. Did that cover up? Oh, dang it, there's a little bit still showing. But it won't be. Ha-ha. Ha-ha. It won't be if I do this. Hello, Jenny. How are you doing? There you go. Right, am I having this as a tuck? Yeah. Okay, glue around that edge. And then down the bottom. Way too much glue on there. And then I want, yeah, pretty much half that page covered. That'll work. That'll work indeed. Back it on something. Where's all these lines? Well done. Oh. Oh, but do I like that better? I do like that better. Go and save that. So I'm not using that one after all. Use that though. No. No. Yeah. Yeah. You can't see comment. What comment can't you see? Oh, you can't see to comment. Oh. Well, it doesn't matter. I was going to put that there, like that. But then I decided to like that picture better. Okay. Why haven't you been crafting? Why haven't you been crafting, mister? Yeah, the second one's better, but I'm not going to use it on that page. I'm going to use it on a different page. And the reason is because I just want to... That's not going to work either now. Dang it. Dang it. That's me thinking that was the perfect picture for that bottom. I need to cover the whole... I need to cover it basically up to there. Oh. You know what? I'm going to leave the writing on this one. I think. I'm going to leave some of the writing on this one. Now, if I back that on something and border it, yeah. I'll back that on something. Oh, you're settling into a new place. Okay, I've got you. Fair enough. Hmm. And I've changed my mind about leaving writing on. Because yeah. Hello, Frida. How are you doing, darling? I've missed you. You have a central island in your new place. In a craft room? Wow. It's a bit posh, isn't it? Central Island. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm just giving this a build-up by using another page from the magazine. Okay. Are you all good though? Everything going okay, apart from being exhausted? Only is the word you're looking for. Oh yeah, TJ's health has stopped her from being able to craft as much as she used to, unfortunately. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Oh, loony was meant to be only. Okay, that's. I was wondering what you meant. Loony was. So you're off to bed in a minute. Well, I was wondering who Loony was, or who the Loony was. I mean, you could have been talking about me. All right. See you later, Dan. Enjoy work. Oh. Oh, too much better. And wine. Oh, she's been on the bottle today. Been on the bottle. This is not an attack on whoever this member of parliament is. Whoever this MP is, it's just, yeah, it's just junk mail. Before anyone thinks it is. There we go. And then what I'll do, still a bit of that yellow showing, but I don't care. Don't care. And then that's another tuck spot. So we've got 2 tuck spots. Actually, I might make this a pocket. Yeah, I'll make it a pocket. Well, it's very late for you, actually, Frida, isn't it? It's very late for me. I think I might have to stop. Wanted to get this all done. It didn't help that I started later than I planned to. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. How much more have I got to do? 1, 2, 3 at the back. Right, okay, let's just make this a little bit simpler. I'm just going to cut across there. This is that picture I'm almost stuck that way down. I'm just going to stick it there. And that's that page done. Easy peasy. Japanesey. I shouldn't say that. I think that might be offensive. I don't know. It's not meant offensively. It just rhymes. It's very late for little old you too, yes, TJ. Very late for little old you. I think I'll put that one in the back. Yeah. I'm nearly done. Probably good thing I'm nearly done because I think I'm running out of bits to stick in anyway. Where's my cardboard? Put that in the back there. Right, what have I got left? 1, 2, 3 sides. Okay, stick that on there. Stick it on. Oh, don't slide on there. I am basically. I cut out bits of a collar. You write a gardening magazine. I'm also using flyers from just through the post and envelopes and stuff. I'm making a journal out of nothing but junk, things that most people throw away. Because people make junk journals, and most of the stuff in them isn't junk. It's stuff they've freshly bought. But it's part of my ABC April. I think I'm going to have that on and as a flap, and then maybe that's an idea. Yeah, I'm going to use this. Skizzers, where have I just put you? I buried you. There you are. You are. Well, that's really waxy. Why is that waxy? I don't even know what came in that. Well, that won't work for what I wanted to do with it then. Can't use that for that. That's annoying. Well, this counts as junk because I printed on it and then didn't want to use it. It counts as junk. I need to cover that, don't I? I'll leave that as a flap up. I need to cover that. No, that's not big enough. Okay. No, you remodeled the garden today, did you? Can you come and remodel mine? I get great ideas, I just can't implement them. Mainly because my physical strength has disappeared. And my stamina. that glued all the way down to the edge now. Yes, ideas are good. Following up on them can be a problem. Exactly. TJ understands. I've had a whole idea of how I want my garden to be for about 10 years now. I get part way through doing it and then I stop, and next time I go back to it, I've got to start all over again. So yeah. I'm not very successful at implementing ideas at all. Da, 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 da. Why am I singing that? I'm in that even. Right, pop that there, like so. And then I'll fold that all up into there. And it's like a little journal spot. Oh, I didn't. Oh, never mind. It's fine. I mean, it's not as if I haven't got loads of journal spot there, but shh, don't tell anyone that. No, it's not going to work. You better be happy to do my garden too. He hasn't seen the state of my garden. It's just weeds and weeds at the moment. And stuff that my son dumped in there. Because, you know, I clear all the rubbish out, he comes along and dumps a load more in. It just gets frustrating. I do like you, I just don't know where to fit you. Oh, there. There. All right, good. Are you off? Are you off to bed now? Good night, darling. Take care. And hopefully we'll catch up again soon. I haven't seen you for a while. Hopefully you put some content out on your own channel. There we go, that one there. Just keeping it a bit simpler now at the back. So I need something to cover that up and something to cover that up. So what have we got left? I know I've got more somewhere. Oh, it's on my left. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to be going to bed soon myself, darling. I'm just going to finish this off. I'm nearly done. And then I'll be heading, well, I'll be going to have a wash to get all this glue off my hands. Possibly a bath. Definitely empty my bladder. No doubt about that one. And then we'll see. Put a movie on and then go to bed and go to sleep. Good night, Frida. Sweet dreams. Yeah. Yeah. But everyone's gone to bed now. And that's fine. Gone to bed or gone to work. One or the other. Depends on what continent you live on. Okay, it's a little bit big, so I need to take a bit off. Still a fraction too big. Oh, you're just about still here. Okay, Tito. I weren't sure. I weren't sure if you were saying off to bed to Frida or you were off to bed. Oops, it slid. It slid. Oops, right. Yeah. Yeah. Cut the word perfect out and stick that on. I can't. Was there a word perfect? Did I miss the word perfect? I'll have a look in a minute. I didn't see a word perfect. I have got another words thing to put on actually. I forgot I had that. I've got that. There's never a dull moment, which I put somewhere. I might put that there actually. And I've got another one. Oh, now's the time. I need to put something on there. Oh, look, I missed a whole thing with this. Oh, my babies are sticking together. I missed them there as well. I thought I'd nearly finished. No, I've got loads left. I'm not going to get this done tonight, am I? But I'm going to leave it there because it is 11:30 at night. I'm getting tired. I'll show you what I've done. I've got the cover. There's a pocket there. That's nothing. It's just somewhere you can doodle on or whatever. That's a pocket there. That's just a picture. Pocket there. Pocket there. Empty space. Missed it all out. Empty space. More empty space. Pocket there. Tuck spot there. Just picture. Little flat thing here. Like so. And I think I've got another pocket. Yeah, pocket there. Yeah, white writing on green background. I get that. Anyway, I need to go into my bladder. It is 7:30 at night, so I'm going to say good night. For those that ask, no, I don't need to do that. Wrong channel. I do need to open up the StreamYard on the computer so I can end the stream though. Right, it's going to be noisy. I know it's going to be noisy. So I'll try and end it as quickly as I can as soon as I open up. Right, good night everyone. Bye bye.